Hey guys, it's Ashley, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel. Apologies for being away for a bit. I just got back in from being out of town for a week, which I know it's definitely been longer than that since I've posted. But not that we need to get into all this, but I feel like going out of town for work is a whole ordeal because it's not just like the week you're gone. It's like the whole week leading up to it, trying to like get everything prepared, everything ready at home, everything ready professionally, yourself, mentally. It's like the whole entire bit. And I wanted to film while I was on my trip because I thought it would be a fun little like behind the scenes like work travel. And no, I was so exhausted. I'm glad I didn't commit to like starting because there's no way I would have been able to finish. I was so exhausted by the end, but that's not what we're here to talk about. I'm here to talk about the discontinuing spring and summer items, scents specifically that I'm putting into my Scentsy Club. So the Scentsy catalog is switching to the fall winter catalog at the beginning of September. So at the end of the week, the last day of the month, the spring summer catalog items are going away. So there's a last trend section, like there's more than just scents. I'm just going to chat about the scents that I'm putting in my club, but like warmers are being discontinued, body care lines, laundry, cleaning, etc. It's all in the last trend section. It's on sale while supplies last, trying to make some room for the fall winter catalog. But if you're not familiar, if you're not a Scentsy person, there's this thing called Scentsy Club, and Scentsy Club lets you put bars, like lock bars into your Scentsy Club, and as long as they're in your Scentsy Club, you always get them. So it's called Always Get My Bar. It's a perk of Scentsy Club. Bars discontinue because they go away to make room for new bars, but you still keep getting them while they're in your Scentsy Club. And it's not like a service you have to pay for anything. You just pay for what you're ordering in your Scentsy Club. If you're like, yeah, I don't want these bars anymore, you remove them and then you just don't get them anymore. And it's really scary because you don't know if they're ever going to come back, but it's fine. We're fine. So I am trying to be more mindful about what is in my Scentsy Club. So I made a list of some bars I want to talk about, but I think my final count of what I'm going to put in, which I haven't done yet, I'm going to like talk through everything here with you guys. I think I'm shooting for just 8 bars, which out loud seems like a fairly decent number. Like it seems semi high, like I probably could do better. But in the grand scheme of what's discontinuing, which is probably what? I mean, like 50 cents. I'm totally ballparking. I would say 8's a pretty good number, but I have more than that to chat about. I have a couple that I like that I wanted to talk about, but maybe I'm not going to club as well. I'm going to kind of talk you through my thoughts of all of them. And then I think at the end, I'm going to share with you what I took out of my club that is coming back for fall winter, even though it's only going to be here in a couple days, but just want to share that with you too. So for spring summer scents that are discontinuing, this is not the full list. This is strictly scents that I wanted to talk about. So part of me feels like I should have a catalog. I have the new catalog, so that's not doing me actually any good. Well, let's just get on with it. Okay, I did these in alphabetical order. So the first one up is Berry Bright. I have this on my list, but I think I'm actually not going to club this one. So I really like Berry Bright. It's like a really sweet, almost borderline like tart berry scent. It's very intense. It's very strong. It's a really good scent. I really do like it. But when I'm trying to be mindful about my club, I'm like, I feel like this one has good potential to come back. That's what I think. I feel pretty good about that one. I'm like, if it did never come back, like, would I be so heartbroken? Like, is it my favorite is kind of what I'm trying to get at. And I basically decided, like, I don't think it is. So I'm not going to put it in my club. I don't know that I'm gonna like place an order and get more of it. I don't even know if I have a bar of it. It's a good scent. I like it. We're trying to be responsible. We're not adding all the things to the club. We're trying to be responsible. The next couple though are all going to be additions to club. So the next scent is Dashing. I'm really shocked that this scent is going away because it survived. Did it come out in the fall winter last year? It might have actually come out last fall winter and it stuck around in the spring and summer, which I thought was kind of interesting, but now it's going away. So that makes me a little bit worried for it. Also, it's just a phenomenal scent. If you're familiar with Bath & Body Works Mahogany Vanilla, it's very similar. It is like just, I would call it a pretty neutral scent. Yes, it has the mahogany aspect, but the vanilla, just like, they balance each other out so well, and it's such a like sophisticated, good smell. I really, really like it. I was shocked it was going away. It was one of the first ones I noticed was not staying in the catalog. So I was like, okay, definitely going in my club. The next one is, personally, Dashing, I don't feel like is very seasonal. So once again, I'm kind of worried about it not returning because it's not like a fruity summery scent to me. It's very seasonless. Next one is Havana Cabana. This is like a very fruity, tropical summer, almost drink vibe type of scent. I fear every time this one goes away that it's not going to make a return because I feel like it doesn't get that much attention. So I feel like I have to club it. Okay, naturally I got interrupted. So I believe I was talking about Havana Cabana. I was saying it's a really nice tropical scent. I don't know how much I really got into it, but Havana Cabana is going into the club. I do fear it may not come back. Next is Lemon Sorbet. So Squeeze the Day is actually continuing in the catalog. I'm pretty positive. Yes, okay, Squeeze the Day is continuing in the catalog. There it is on the new catalog page. And I would say Squeeze the Day is probably my favorite out of the two lemon scents, but I do also really like Lemon Sorbet. And I have a lot of like lemon scented, like I'll have a lot of lemon candles and things like that. So I like things that are lemon to blend, because sometimes this just started like last year. I don't know why. I went through this lemon phase where I'm like, all of a sudden, I'm like, give me all the lemon. Like, I want lemon everything. I just want everything to smell like fresh, clean lemon. Don't know why, but because of that, Lemon Sorbet, this is another one I fear that, like, it's almost like Squeeze the Day's younger, lesser known brother. I don't know. Like, it just doesn't get quite as much hype as Squeeze the Day, but it's still a really good lemon scent. So Lemon Sorbet is going in the club. I was gonna say my favorite, but that's incorrect because I've seen a couple others on the list. Maybe my second favorite, Pina Colada Cha Cha. Love me some Pina Colada Cha Cha. This is literally a pina colada scent. Do I need to say any more? I club this every year. It's going in the club. Non-negotiable, it's going in the club. The next one I have written down is Skinny Dippin'. I really like this scent. It's kind of like a melony apple summery situation, but it's available as a brick in Scentsy Club. Not that that's guaranteed that it's always going to stick around, because like, I don't know. There's a chance it couldn't, I guess. The bricks in Scentsy Club are, I don't know. I feel like it's just this thing that like nobody really knows if they will stay around or not. Again, I'm not trying to be weird about it. Like, they could disappear at any time, but like, it's not quite as guaranteed as Always Get My Bar, because they could just not be there at some point. But like Sugar Cookie is a brick in Scentsy Club, which even though Sugar Cookie is not a scent, like you can get the brick. So same as Skinny Dippin', like I'm not gonna add it to my club because I can get the brick. I have a brick, so I have plenty of it. But I feel like I'm accepting that if it goes away, it goes away. Like if the bar never comes back and the brick goes away, like I'm just accepting it. So I'm not going to put Skinny Dippin' in my club, but if you choose to do the same, you can still access Skinny Dippin' through Scentsy Club in a brick form. Obviously, if you're not into it that much, maybe you don't want it in a whole brick. So maybe you want a club to bar. But anyway, that's my Skinny Dippin' situation. Okay, I think my favorite scents yet, besides Pacific Sandalwood, but we won't talk about her today, Starburst Sky. Starburst Sky has gotten so much love this spring, summer from everybody, and I loved it originally when it came out last year for, was it the Valentine's Day collection? It was in a limited time collection, and I just was obsessed with it. It's come out in so many things since then. I do feel like this one has longevity, like it will come back because it's become really popular. But personally, I'm not risking it. I just love it so much that I'm not risking it. So Starburst Sky, definitely in the club. I wrote down that I want to talk about strawberry lemon cake. This is one that I actually had in my club for a while when it was a scent of the month before it came into the catalog. And I really want it to be a strawberry pound cake type of scent, and it's just not. Like, in my head, I want it to be so much more than it is, and I'm like forcing myself to keeping it and being like, yeah, I should get more of it, like thinking it's this thing that I love, but it just falls flat. Every time I warm it, I'm like, dang, like it's not what I wanted. So because of that, I'm not putting it in my club. I haven't bought it in a really long time. I have some bars of it because, like I said, it used to be in my club. I was getting it regularly, but I've just learned, like, I'm not using it or loving it like I in my head think I am. So it's going to be a no. I do feel like it's popular with some people, but it's just not what I want it to be. Okay, next on my list is a lot of these are like from the, like this is the S and down. There's so many scents in the back half of the catalog. Okay, Summer Moonlight. This scent came out a couple years ago and it's super nostalgic for me. It just reminds me of when I worked we have like a local lake here, and I worked at like a boat shop for a couple summers. I like spent the summer there, and it's a really fun place. I really like it, and just the scent reminds me of like my friends I was friends with at the time. Like, it's not a beachy scent. It's kind of like almost nostalgic of like, reminds me maybe like a body lotion or something we used to use. Like, it's super nostalgic every time I smell it, but I also find myself just not reaching for it at all. Like, I like the scent, but I haven't warmed it all summer. So on my notes, I have after it with a question mark. Like, I like this scent, but like, I don't think I'm going to commit to putting it in my club. And will I maybe regret it down the line? Maybe. But also, I don't know that I want to continue to get bars of it every quarter if I'm not actually going to warm it. So while I like that one and I had it on my original list, I think I'm going to take it off. And I think the next scent I'm going to sub in for it because I'm trying to stick to 8, you know. So I think the next one's going to sub in. And the next one's Sun Castles. This was new for this season. Some people said it reminded them of like the Boom Boom Cream type of scent, which I didn't fully get. I actually just warmed it recently because I was like, I have to warm this before the season ends just to like test it out. It's super interesting. And I want to say unique. I mean, like not nothing I've ever smelled before, you know, like it's not crazy innovative. I would say it does sort of remind me of that like Boom Boom Cream type of scent, but I feel like it's a little bit different. I don't love that scent quite as much as I feel like I like the Sun Castle scent, so I'm intrigued by it. I think I'm gonna put it in the club just to like keep getting it tested out, etc. I feel decent about it because it's new. I feel like it will come back next year. Not that that's a guarantee, but I feel like that's a pretty common thing that happens is new releases come back the next year just because people buy them a lot because they're new. Not guaranteed though. Like that definitely doesn't always happen. So I think I'm gonna throw that one in there. Could get the boot later on, but I feel like I would rather feel safe. I would feel safer, and I would rather put it in and then remove it if I want to, versus not putting it and just hoping it comes back. I really liked it. I really liked it. Want to test it out more though. Okay, next on the definite yes list is Tangerine Creamsicle. I love this scent. I do fear that this scent could get the chop one day just because it's not very strong. I do feel like it has a decent following, but I don't, like, that's just from my point of view, from my corner of the internet. Like, I don't have a wide scope of how many bars were sold or anything. I just feel like I hear people talking about it somewhat, like not their most warm scent, but I do hear people talking about it, so that gives me some hope. But Tangerine Creamsicle is just it's exactly what it says. Like, it's literally Tangerine Creamsicle. You get the ice cream component and everything. Like, it's just so yummy. How did they do that? But I feel like it's on the lighter end of the spectrum, and I feel like sometimes those scents just aren't as popular with people and they get cut. So I'm adding it to my club because I'm nervous about it. Okay, the next two I really like, but I'm actually not going to club. The first one being Tropic Nectar. Tropic Nectar is like I have a bar of it right here. It is like a really fruity, summery, like, it just screams summer. It just totally screams summer. But also, once again, like, just one of those scents I don't reach for. So I have bars of it, but I just am not reaching for them. So I don't need to continue to get more. I can just use the ones I have already. And then Watermelon Tangerine is another one, which I also have right here. And this, once again, I have 3 bars of it. And I really like it. And I didn't actually like this in the past, but this is what I had going when we went to SFR last summer. And I just really fell in love with it out of nowhere. Like, I don't even know why I brought it with me because I wasn't really a fan of it. But I was like, whatever, I want to do like a new scent, like something we haven't experienced, like for a new scent memory situation. Like, I know people talk about that. And so I brought Watermelon Tangerine and I really, really fell in love with it. So I did put it in my club last fall, winter, but haven't really touched it since then. So once again, not going to club it. And the last one I have to talk about is Woodland Meadow. So this one to me is an interesting scent because I don't really know how to describe it. It's like a little bit woodsy, a little bit on the borderline of maybe masculine, but it has like those woody notes in it, and it's just really nice. Once again, I would say it's a borderline neutral scent, like kind of like the Dashing scent. It's not super seasonal. It's so, like, I don't know why it goes away in the wintertime because I feel like it would flow really good in fall, winter. Like, I feel like I get more use out of it in fall, winter than in spring, summer when it's available. So I'm putting it in my club and I really like it. I feel like it's a very neutral scent. So that one is going in my club. So those are all the scents I had written down to talk about. If I didn't talk about a scent, I probably am not a big fan of it because I pretty much wrote down everything that I'm like into. Not a Bonfire Beach girl, By the Sea staying in the catalog, I'm pretty sure. But like some of these other ones, like Cocoa Lime, Coconuts for Coconuts, like some of these I'm just not into. So sorry. Quickly, I'm going to talk about the scents that I removed that were fall winter scents, just so you can kind of get a gist of what I like for those and what's coming back. So Candy Cane, Buttercream, Caramel Apple Craze, Cashmere, and Corduroy, Cider Milk, Cozy Cardigan, Cran Apple Crumble. Those were all my C scents that were in my club. That was a lot of them. They all came back. I was really happy about that. Pumpkin Cinnamon Swirl, Silver Bells, and Winterberry Apple Tea. So I think Apple Cherry Strudel was one of them that didn't come back. And then there was only one other one I had in my club that didn't return. And I don't know what it is off the top of my head. So I felt pretty good about that. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 6. Okay, that's 9, and I kept in 2. That's not so bad. So, yeah, I felt pretty good about that. But fall winter catalog launches in just a few days. This is what it looks like. It is really going to be exciting. I'm just so excited for fall. Like, I'm really, really in the mood. So, yeah, that's what I have for my club edit. Let me know what you guys are adding to your club for discontinuing bars down below, just in case you think I missed something. But I'm feeling pretty good about my 8. Plenty of other bars in my club, you know, so feeling decent. So that's what I have for this video today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.